women rep wetu.
Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe tena. Kwa majina vile mmesikia, naitwa Millicent Omanga, nominated senator 2022, tawania kiti cha Mama County hapa Nairobi. Ile ningesema Bishop, solution haiko Kajiado ama Narok, solution hiko hapa Nairobi. Hii moving the hack sisi hapa Nairobi tutafanya. Si uende ukatafute Lea ama mheshimiwa pale ulisema Kajiado ma community, sisi pia tuko Kajiado. Lea unajua we've grown up in Kajiado. Sisi ni familia ya Kajiado. Sasa solution tunasema iko hapa. Asante sana, tumebarikiwa na ile neno umetupa leo. My two picks, we will survive. Hii shida yote tumekuwa naye, wengine tulikuwa nominated, zungushwa hii town, lakini umetu encourage, umetuambia we will survive, and actually we have survived. Na ile ingine umesema we have a solution. Mahasla Kenya hii tuko na solution. Solution ni hii ambaye yenye Chief Hasla anaongeza, anasema bottom up. Mtu wa chini pia ainuke, akuje na yeye aweze kujimudu kama wengine. Asanteni sana na mbarikiwe. Pole, kama Mama County Bishop mimi nita pledge 300,000. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Sasa nataka nikaribishe speaker wetu Mheshimiwa Soipan. Karibu Mheshimiwa. Sorry. Hata mimi kama mbunge, lakini lazima tuongee na Mheshimiwa Bishop. Unajua watu wengi hapa ni wanafunzi. Kuna watu tumeongea na siku nyingine, kuna wanafunzi hapa Lang'ata tuko na basari mingi. Lakini ndio upate basari ukue mpigaji kura wa Lang'ata. Si ni kweli? Kila constituency ziko na basari. Na yangu ni rahisi na ni mingi. Kwa sababu hapa mashule zimejengwa. Huko nyumbani bado mashule zinajengwa, kuna miradi mingi. Nataka niwaombe Bishop, hapa next ni polling station inaitwa Lang'ata Road Primary School. Nataka ndio tusaidiane na watu, tuwapatie basari. Hapa hii kanisa nitakuwa nalete forms, mnajaza, tunarahisisha kazi, si ndio? So nataka hata mimi hii kanisa nitaweka 1200 yangu ya hapa kanisa ya kujenga kanisa. Asanteni sana, na mimi nawapenda na tunawapenda sana. Your Excellency, wewe ile safari nivo, a man on a mission, and there is no option for surrender. Sisi tuko hapo nyuma yako, wale wadogo tuko hapo nyuma yako. Wasukuma, Mungu atatujalia tutafika pale. Asanteni sana. Karibu Mheshimiwa Soipan.
Thank you very much, Generali, for hosting us. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, our Bishop, na Mama Bishop, members of Parliament, Mama Miradi, you are our host with the Generali, members of Parliament, members of County Assembly wa Nairobi, aspirants wote, na kanisa. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. Yangu yatakuwa machache. Kwanza ni kumshukuru Your Excellency, thank you. You have honored the Global Cathedral. You know, we came with Bishop and a few of his members of his board. Na walisema kanisa ni ya Wamasai, lakini ile board, kanisa si ya Wamasai kwa sababu board members wenye ulipeleka kuona the Deputy President, Mheshimiwa Sunday hako hapa, anatoka Emuhaya, the famous place. He's a member of the board. Robert Kibet is a member of the board. I remember you are some of the people who came. So Your Excellency, Dennis Onyango also. So kanisa ni ya watu wote, ndio msipimie Bishop hewa. Watu wafikirie Mama Miradi akitaka kuwa member wa hii kanisa asipimiwe hewa. You are welcome to be part of the church. So Your Excellency, mine is to say thank you for honoring Bishop's invitation to come and be here. Najua tulikuwa tumepanga hapo nyuma, but it didn't take off. So that day I came here to relay your message and so many hustlers walinishika hapa wakisema wapi hustler, tuliambiwa nakuja leo. So thank you so much for making it today. And Bishop, I just want to reiterate my support for the church and for the mission that you are on. Wakati mlienda kuona Deputy President, aliwapea mambo mazuri na mkakuja mkapanua mawazo, and I can see you have a new path that you're taking. I also pledged 200,000 shillings towards the project. Finally, before I invite Your Excellency, I invite you just to say, Bishop, tumebarikiwa na neno la leo. For me, I'm very happy because as we say that the narrative is changing in Kenya. It's changing with the hustler narrative, but also in the spiritual realm. Some months before, or a year or so, we were taking a very dangerous trajectory in this country. We had an instance where we were having people saying that in order to shape, or in their thinking, to shape who is to be elected president of Kenya, they were going to an extent of proposing to amend the constitution. Not to amend the constitution, sorry. To amend the Bible through parliament. I don't know if you heard me right, Bishop. A few months, 1 year ago, we were going to an extent where some people were talking in a manner likely to suggest that they want to amend the Bible through parliament, specifically to regulate how we give in church. And there was a bill that was supposed to come and say that we are going to put a cap on how much we contribute in churches. But I want to thank God. And Your Excellency, I want to say God is using you, even through your tribulations, to even change the narrative in the spiritual realm in this country. Because some of those people who are even thinking of amending the Bible, tumewaona wameanza kwenda kanisa, ingawaje wanaenda tuna wanateleza kanisa, but at least they are getting there. And the Lord will find them there. And change, Kenya belongs to God. And we are telling God to give us a God-fearing president in 2022. One who doesn't act to fear God, but who actually knows and fears God. And we have the man right here. Your Excellency, God bless you. We are praying for you. We are standing with you. And Kenya will be in the right hands because you are a man who fears God. You're a man who honors God. And the giving that you've been giving in churches, that sacrifice will speak for you. That sacrifice will fight for you, like Bishop was saying. You will get defense and protection and support from very unlikely sources, and you're going to triumph. So thank you so much. I know the Kenya Mass Students Association, the president is here, Mr. Metui. Your Excellency, tukitoka labda utawasalimia too, because they are members of this church and they don't have a chance to talk, but utawasalimia pale nje. Now it's my honor to ask all of us to stand up as we invite His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya and the incoming President. Karibu, Your Excellency. Asante.
Asante sana. Baba wetu Askofu Tulele na mama, viongozi wote, ndugu wa Kristo, watu wa the Global Cathedral na marafiki zetu, amjambo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. God is good all the time. And all the time. God is good. Mimi pia nataka nimshukuru Mungu kwa sababu ametupatia nafasi tuweze kufika hapa kanisani leo. Askofu, thank you very much for welcoming us to this church. I know We had a discussion a few weeks ago, and I committed that I would come to church to fellowship. It was supposed to be last week. It didn't come to be. I think God's timing was today. And I can say with a lot of confidence that I think God's timing was today. We want to thank you for what you're doing in this church. On behalf of all of us who have responsibilities of leadership in Kenya, we want to thank you and thank the church for always praying for us. It is not possible for leaders to stand on their own without prophets. You have always been available. You've shared a lot of the responsibilities that would otherwise be on our shoulders as the spiritual leaders. And I want to say, on behalf of all of us leaders, thank you very much for praying for us and for praying for our nation. Sometimes, even in the middle of very difficult situations, we find that God comes in and we are able to move as a nation. We know we have challenges at the moment of insecurity in various parts of our country. We have challenges of the drought. We have challenges of corona. But we are trusting God that He will use the circumstances that we have to be able to lift this country up and take us to the next level. I'm very happy that a man from Kajiado has invaded the city. Welcome, Bishop, to this great city. And I can see that you have a mission in this city. I have, for the first time, listened to you, and I can confidently say that you have a mission. And God is going to give you the opportunity, is going to give you the chance, is going to make resources available, and is going to establish your mission in this city. The rest of us will support you in every way that we can. You have seen that in our midst we have many leaders. We have leaders who are aspiring. We have many leaders who are at the moment in office. And all of us submit before the Lordship of Jesus Christ. I have listened to you, and you reminded me one time I was in Mombasa, and while I was passing, of course, many people acknowledge, "Habari Mheshimiwa, how are you? Hustler namna gani?" But one guy, who I don't know why, he told me, "Habari survivor." And he is about the only person who has ever called me that name until today. I realized that I am actually a survivor. Maybe that gentleman in Mombasa was right. And it is true that God has had to step in many times for us to be where we are today. And let me also say that I agree with you that sometimes solutions come from the most unlikely quarters. I think in our nation, many people thought the word hustler was abusive, and it was about people at the bottom. But today, the hustler movement has actually created a revolution in Kenya. That today, the hustler movement has transcended communities and regions, and is the largest movement in Kenya of very ordinary people. And many people did not expect that the next leadership of Kenya is going to come from the most unlikely quarter of the hustler movement. And therefore, you are speaking to millions in your statement. You are speaking to millions of Kenyans. And I am very confident that going into the future, the solution for the challenges we have in our nation will come from the most unlikely quarters. This week, there's been a debate this week about symbols of parties. And I've had occasion to say this week that for those who have problems with the simplicity of the wheelbarrow, they can as well tell us about the complexity of the orange. I mean, it's just a discussion we are having. And I'm saying that it is from the most unlikely quarters that we are going to get the solution of our nation. This morning when I woke up, I thought about the young people of our nation. And I'm happy that there are many young people in our midst. And I want to tell the young people of our nation the words that Paul told Timothy in 1 Timothy 4:12. Paul says, "Let nobody despise your youth, but be an example." I want to tell the young people of our nation this morning that it is in their hands. They are the single largest community in Kenya, the community of young people. 70% of our nation is the young people. In their hands, in their talents, in their effort, in their knowledge, is the solution to the challenges that we face as a nation. And they need to stand up and be counted as the young people of our nation. Because in their knowledge, in their energy, in their talent, is the solution of unemployment, is the solution of our enterprises, and is the solution that we are looking for as a nation. They just need to step forward. And together, as a nation, we will march forward. I thought I should say this here in church to speak to the many young people in our nation, that they should not look, or they should not allow themselves to be looked down upon, but instead they should be the example, as Paul told Timothy. So to all of us who are here, take very seriously the invitation, Bishop, you have made for you to be our pastor. I will take that invitation very seriously. So to all of us who are here, I want to say thank you very much to the fellow leaders who are here, those who are aspiring and those who are already leaders. Let us continue to build the bonds of friendship and unity as we seek to fashion the future the future of our nation that is going to benefit everybody. I am very happy that this church is showing us, leading by example, that we can work together as Kenyans. and that we can bridge the divides of ethnicity and race and region and be one united Kenyan community. And that's really my request. That is my ask of all of us, that we can create those bonds of friendship and unity and togetherness so that we can build a nation that will fit all of us, and that every one of us will have an opportunity as equal as the next person. So, Bishop, I know we have a covenant. Yes, I know we have an agreement that this church is going to move into its own premise in 2023. And God is going to make it possible, because we serve and believe in a living God. So, and I like your commitment to faith, that even as you wait for us to get the land for you, you are already preparing the tent so that we can all move in tandem. So as soon as it happens, I will invite you, you know where? By faith, you have the invitation. And because we are committed to that journey, and I want to appreciate my colleagues here who have already made commitment to the tent. I have also carried 1 million shillings for you. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can give it to Bishop, or Mama there. So that we can buy the tent as we wait to move the ark. Yeah? As we wait to move the ark. So, again, to the membership of this church, we want to appreciate your welcome to this church and your friendship and your partnership, and I want to commit that we will come back again and again and again as God allows us to come. Asanteni sana, nawatakia baraka ya Mungu. Thank you.